Hi everybody, welcome to Jin's Wall Street News. According to the S&P Global, the Flash US composite PMI rose to 55 in July, while the Flash US manufacturing PMI fell from 51.6 in June to 49.5 in July. According to the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis, real gross domestic product increased 2.8% in the second quarter 2024. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, the number of Americans who claim unemployment benefits fell from 245,000 to 235,000 in the week ending July 20th. New orders for manufactured durable goods decreased 6.6% in June, the U.S. Census Bureau released Thursday. 10-year Treasury yield is hovering around 4.25% on stronger than expected U.S. economic data. U.S. stocks mixed Thursday. S&P 500 fell 0.51%, while Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 0.2%. According to the S&P Global, the Flash US composite PMI rose from 54.8 in June to 55 in July, its highest since April 2022. The S&P Global said, quote, U.S. business activity growth edged up to its fastest for 27 months in July, signaling an encouragingly strong start to the third quarter. Growth disparities widened, however, with the service sector leading the upturn, while manufacturing output slid into decline for the first time in 6 months. The S&P Global Flash US Services PMI rose from 55.3 in June to 56 in July. For your information, a reading above 50 indicates an overall expansion compared to the previous month. Meanwhile, the S&P Global Flash US Manufacturing PMI fell from 51.6 in June to 49.5 in July. The S&P Global said, quote, signaling a deterioration in business conditions within the goods-producing sector for the first time since December. Falls in new orders, production and inventories contributed to the decline in the PMI, end quote. According to the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis, real gross domestic product increased at an annual rate of 2.8% in the second quarter 2024, much higher than market expectations of a 2.1% gain. In addition, personal consumption expenditures rose 2.3%. The BEA said, quote, the increase in consumer spending reflected increases in both services and goods. When it comes to inflation, the personal consumption expenditures price index rose 2.6%. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, the number of Americans who claim unemployment benefits fell from 245,000 to 235,000 in the week ending July 20th. The number of Americans receiving benefits after an initial week of aid also decreased from 1,860,000 to 1,851,000 in the week ending July 13th. Many investors are concerned that the initial jobless claims have been on an uptrend since January 2024. So the last week's decrease gives investors some relief. According to the US Census Bureau, new orders for manufactured durable goods fell 6.6% from $283.1 billion in May to $264.5 billion in June. It sounds terrible, but orders for non-defense capital goods, excluding aircraft, a closely monitored proxy for capital spending, rose 1%. So we don't need to be worried about the durable goods orders in June. 10-year Treasury yield was up and down on the mixed US PMI from the S&P Global. Then it was up and down, and then it rises again as US GDP and new orders for non-defense capital goods, excluding aircraft, came in stronger than expected. US stocks mixed Thursday. S&P 500 fell 0.51%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq dropped 0.93%. But the Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 0.2%. Okay, this is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.